Honestly, I used to work for cash for my dad when I was a kid. I'd sift spilt grain and load trucks with corn on the silo. Probably started doing that like when I was 10. And then I started a legitimate job when I was 13. That's when I first started cutting french fries, right, at a fish and chip restaurant. So 3-hour shifts twice a week or 3 times a week, you know. And then I went to Shoppers, and I liked retail a lot. I liked planograms, I liked doing there was cosmetics, there was pharmacy, there was photo lab, there was supervising, and I did all of them. And you're well-rounded if you work your way around the store. Yeah, it's really good. I'm a licensed diesel mechanic, Red Seal, so it covers me to work across Canada, except for Quebec doesn't have a license system like we do, and I believe BC is a little bit structured different, but it gives me the ability to work as a licensed mechanic in any of our provinces. I didn't pick it. I moved to the city when high school was done. Our family relocated, and when I came here, I immediately went to a Shoppers Drug Mart because it's all I knew, and I wasn't a fan of the city environment with retail. I was from a small, very small town, and it was different. And then I applied to probably 60 different jobs, and I got a call for a place, and I didn't know where I was going, and it ended up being a Freightliner dealership for delivering parts. So I would deliver parts from 5 p.m. till 1 in the morning on the night shift. It never struck me as a career. I never saw the mechanics working. There was nothing I really cared about. I just liked driving. I like to drive around, and it was a great way to learn the cities because it made Guelph, Kitchener, Cambridge. I'd never been here before in my life, so I became to know them like the back of my hand really quickly. The first thing that inspired me was the money, 100%. Like I was trying to think of what are my options as trades. I know I wasn't gonna. I originally did want to be a pharmacist, but I knew that that wasn't for me. I did a pharmacy technician for the last bit at Shoppers, and filling prescriptions and stuff, and I really wanted to do that for a long time, but then I don't like being inside, and that was basically your entire life. These pharmacists were, and that's some people's forte, but for me it wasn't to be inside for 12 hours a day. When I was in parts, I was getting to meet a lot of people. So going out, shaking hands, talking to people, dropping off their parts, going in the back doors of their buildings or even into their yard. And that was how I met a guy at Challenger Motor Freight who liked me and said you should apply for a parts job. So not just delivering parts, but actually looking up the parts for the mechanics and getting their stuff so that they can fix the trucks. And I still didn't have an interest in being a mechanic for quite a while. I liked taking what I had learned at Shoppers and applying it to the parts. So I would help my boss with planograms, and I could see it being transferable. For me, it wasn't what I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. But then I decided I wanted to work on heavy equipment. I thought, I don't like what I see here, the truck mechanics, but I would like to fix farm stuff like I remember at home. So I enrolled in a heavy equipment program, and I would work the night shift at Challenger till 1 a.m. and then I'd go home, I'd do my homework, and then I would go to Conestoga, Guelph for 7 in the morning. I was early every day. I was the first one, I was before my teachers every day. I would help them bring their stuff in. And then I did a whole year of school from 7 a.m. till 3:30 or 4 o'clock at Challenger till 1 a.m. 1 a.m. get home, do my homework, back at Guelph from Kitchener for school. And I did that for a year straight, it was an 8-month program. I got my license. I quit working on trucks. I went into power generation for a year. I traveled all around Ontario rebuilding diesel engines for Cummins and stuff. And after doing that for a year, I realized that if I can fix engines out of my truck for a generator company, then I can fix anything for myself, for my own company. So I decided to sell some private stuff I had and take all the money and start my company. And 2 years later, we're still a company.